Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Rosaline and I help Muslim women love themselves unapologetically so that they can build healthier relationships. Would you love to lose weight without dieting? Would you love to cut the sugar, the coffee, the smoking habit that you've been dying to get rid of? If you answered yes, then this video is definitely for you. But before we begin, I want to start with a little story. Last year, alhamdulillah, I was working my dream job. Everything was going great. I felt like I was on top of the world. And then unfortunately, my mum passed away. Now, one of my greatest fears in life was not to be there when my mum died. So reading that message on my phone, subhanallah, my world crashed. I rushed for the funeral, and then when I returned back to my job, I found out I had been sacked. And at the same time, I also found out I was pregnant with my third child. Now, how do you think I reacted? What do you think I did? SubhanAllah, in that situation, I felt so worthless. I felt so demotivated. I felt like a useless human being. And I remember one day waking up at Tahajjud and saying to Allah, Allah, I don't deserve anything. I'm worthless. I'm not even worthy of being on this planet. I couldn't even hold down a job. I couldn't be there for my mum. I felt useless. And then subhanAllah, when I came back to my hometown and gave birth, I found myself divorced. And then my life, it just crumbled completely. And I found myself bitter, angry, depressed, resentful. I blamed everything, everyone. I blamed my employers. I blamed the hospital, the doctors. I blamed my family, my friends. Everyone was to blame. And it's only until I sat down with myself and realized that I'm responsible for my life that things started to change. When I finally took responsibility for my emotions, for my feelings, for the way I reacted to certain things, is when I saw transformation, subhanAllah. You see, most of us go about life reacting to everything. Like, for example, have you ever been late for work? Or have you ever been late for an appointment? And then you're rushing out the door and you find yourself in traffic. And the first thing you do is go, oh, subhanAllah, why is there traffic? I'm late. Why? Without realizing that you were the reason why you're late. Wherever we feel inside, we attract it on the outside. We are a reflection of our world, of our inner world. So when we blame others, we're only blaming the things that are within ourselves. So subhanAllah, the day I took responsibility for my life is the day that I saw such a massive transformation, alhamdulillah. So much so that I'm making a video about it. And I'm sharing this message with the world. That you do not have to go about life thinking that the world is against you. Most of us carry our experiences from childhood into adulthood. And we use the same message from whatever we heard in childhood and translate that into adulthood. Most of us feel unworthy, that we're not good enough, that we don't matter, that we're not smart enough, we're not beautiful enough. We don't feel like we matter. And you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with losing weight? But I don't need to tell you that eating fruit is better than eating chocolate. You already know that. I don't need to insult your intelligence and tell you that exercising is better than not exercising. You already know that. I don't need to tell you that eating 3 meals a day is better than eating 8 meals a day. You know that. But the problem is your mindset. The way you think, the thoughts that you think are what's making you react the way you do. The relationship you have with food, it all stems from your childhood. Some of us were given food as comfort. Some of us was given sweets as a treat. Some of us relive our memories of childhood and we use food as a way to cope. So when you're trying to lose weight, and you can't stick to that meal plan, it's not because you don't know how. It's just because you feel like you're not good enough. And it's only until you feel good enough, and it's only until you feel like you deserve to be the woman that you've always dreamed of being, is when you'll see change. Now, if any of this resonated with you, then I invite you to book a call with me, inshallah. I've opened up a few slots for this week, and I really want to transform your life. I really want to give you this transformation. The person I am today, alhamdulillah, by the will of Allah, is because I decided to take responsibility for my life. Just remember that Allah created this universe for you. He created this world for you. So if you feel unworthy, just remember, this life is for you. But what part are you playing in it? Are you going about life blaming everything and everyone? Or are you willing to take the responsibility? Are you willing to change? Are you willing to step up and let go of the past and let go of that emotional baggage? If you are, then book the call with me today, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.